my channel. I hope you all are doing well. For today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys some amazing makeup dupes that you need to know about. Now, I had an idea about some of them being dupes, but the others were a complete surprise to me. And thanks to this lockdown, I actually got time to, use more of them and see how they perform with each other and just everything. And I feel like it's important to realize that there's just so much we already have and that's similar to the other product, and we might not need the other product in our life. And it's for both ways, okay? You might have a high-end product and you see these amazing reviews about an affordable foundation and you're like, I need that in my life, but you already have the high-end version. And even vice versa, you might have the affordable one and you don't actually need to splurge on the high-end version. So yes, today I'm going to share some amazing dupes with you all. So if you are building up your collection and you want some alternatives to super expensive makeup, you have it right here. Now let's start off with the more popular-ish dupe. Now whenever I see dupes online, I go out, I buy them, I try them, and then I'm just like, wow, that's not even close. But thankfully with this one, it was actually a pretty good dupe. I'm talking about the Hourglass Mineral Veil Primer. Now this is a beautiful primer. I love it. It just makes your skin so smooth and so blurred out and so nice, and you don't need a lot of it, especially with that price tag. You definitely don't need a lot of it. And the dupe that we have for it is the NYX Angel Veil Primer. Now it's very funny because when you first look at Angel Veil Primer, it looks and feels way more thicker than the Hourglass one, but as you work it in between your fingers or on your face, it thins down to the similar consistency of the Hourglass one, and both of these give you that beautiful blurred out effect that just looks so good. The next dupe we have is a foundation. I'm talking about the Dior Skin Forever foundation. You've seen me talk about this multiple times. I love this foundation, but again with that price tag, I'm just like, let me just save it up for a special occasion. I don't know if there's going to be a special occasion post this COVID mess that I'm going to be attending soon, but this is a beautiful foundation. Definitely worth the money, definitely worth everything, and it just looks so beautiful on the skin, glides on the skin, looks so gorgeous on the skin. And the dupe that we have for it is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Foundation. Now this one again I have a full review on, and you've seen me use this. Is almost empty. I'm almost done with this foundation. The way in which these two foundations are similar, that is the fact that they say that they're on the mattifying side, but they still have a demi matte finish to them. They still give your skin a glow. They are very perfecting on the skin. They hide your pores. They make your skin look much more smoother than it actually is in real life. And these just stay on for so long. The wear time on these both is amazing. It's just so good. So definitely if you're looking for a slightly more budget product, which I just dropped again, like what's wrong with you, Shreya? But if you're looking for a more budget product, definitely check out the L'Oreal Pro Matte. It's one of my favorite foundations out there. Of course, we have to talk about a concealer. I have the Estee Lauder Double Wear Instant Fix Concealer with me right here. Now, this is a beautiful concealer. It has a concealer on one side and a serum, an under eye serum on the other side, which is super hydrating, so gorgeous. Now, we're going to be talking only about the concealer because I'm only going to be duping the concealer. This concealer is like a medium to buildable coverage, has a very gel-like finish, very lightweight on the skin, gets blended in so quickly and so beautifully, and it just sits very, very, very well on the under eye. It doesn't look dry on the under eyes, it doesn't look cakey on the under eyes, and that's why I really like it. And the dupe that we have for it is the Pack Take Cover Concealer. Again, I have a full review on this, and it has a very, very similar consistency to the Estee Lauder one. It feels very lightweight on the eyes, has a medium to buildable coverage, doesn't enhance the under eye lines or wrinkles or anything, and it just covers up everything so beautifully and is very, very lightweight. So if you're looking for a lightweight, beautiful concealer that wouldn't emphasize on the texture of your under eyes and wouldn't make them look dry and cakey, try out the Pack one. Or if you want to splurge it out, try out the Estee Lauder one. Next, we're going to talk about powders, and I have the Kat Von D or the KVD Vegan Beauty brand now. This is the brightening powder and it's in the shade Golden. I bought it from Dubai 2 years ago and I was obsessed with it for 6 months straight, and then I kept it on the backside because I had other powders to try and whatnot, and a couple of days ago I was like, oh wow, I completely forgot I had this powder, let me bring it out. And I don't remember it being this yellow. Like, this is yellow to an extent where I cannot wear it. I legit cannot wear it. I don't know if it oxidized or what happened, but this has turned supremely yellow, and I wore it, okay? So I know it's not this yellow. I went back to the videos where I was using this and it wasn't this yellow, so I really don't know what has happened. But at the end of the day, this was a beautiful powder. It softly milled, and again, it doesn't look cakey on the under eyes. It just makes your under eyes look so well rested and just so beautiful. And the dupe that we have for it is from PAC again. This is the PAC translucent powder in the shade TL04. Again, this has a tinge of yellow in there, so if you are looking for a yellow powder but not supremely yellow, try out TL04 because it will brighten up your under eyes, but it won't be too yellow like this one is right now. Again, this one does not make your under eyes look dry or cakey whatsoever. It's a very softly milled powder, very lightweight. You have to, however, keep in mind how much product you use. If you use a little too much, of course you're going to look dry, so just, you know, take it a little light-handed with the powder. But both of these two are so similar when it comes to their texture, their coverage, their, you know, the way they sit on the under eyes. They're very similar. The next dupe we have is not a shade dupe but a formulation dupe, but I'm sure you can find the shade in there as well. I have the Estee Lauder highlighter with me right here. It's a liquid highlighter which comes with a sponge top, and you have to rotate it to get it out of here. Again, you must have seen me using them in my Instagram tutorials because I love it so much. These are non-shimmery, non-glittery, and they just have a beautiful sheen to them. You can wear these on bare skin. They look so bomb on bare skin. You can wear it all over your face or on top of your foundation, however you prefer. I love these so much, but of course the price tag is a little high. So if you want to just cut down on the cost a little, you can definitely get a Bolly Glow's Bolly Strobe liquid highlighter. Now this one again has a sponge tip on top. It's much smaller than the Estee Lauder one, but if you want targeted action, then it definitely works really well. Again, this is non-glittery, has a beautiful sheen to it, looks so good on the skin. They have more shades in here, so I will definitely be picking them up because I love how this works and how similar it is to the Estee Lauder one without spending that much. And with that, I finished this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and if you did, then don't forget to comment and subscribe. It would mean the absolute world to me. I will see you guys next time. Till then, take care, stay home, stay safe, and save some money. Bye.